Well, welcome back. Breaking news from our southern border. With just 16 days before the midterm elections, Biden's lax border policy, wide open border, is one of the pivotal issues that Democrats will have to answer for. And in a Friday night typical data dump, the Biden administration revealed that nearly 2.4 million migrants have crossed the southern border illegally for the fiscal year 2022. In Arizona, which has seen a sharp rise in drug trafficking as well as illegal border crossings, Kari Lake leads Democrat Katie Hobbs by almost 4 points in the race for governor. Joining me right now is Kari Lake, who has received the endorsement of Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin, Tulsi Gabbard, and President Donald J. Trump, just to name a few. Kari Lake, good morning to you. Thanks very much for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Maria.
I'd love you to assess what is taking place on the ground right now, what's most important to Arizona voters, because I want to get your take on the true impact to Arizona of this wide open border.
It is a stream of people coming across. It is drug smugglers and human smugglers in control of our border. And the people in Arizona are tired of it. That's why we're ahead in the polls. They don't want Joe Biden taking control of our border. He's the one who destroyed a great border plan. And that's why they're supporting me, because when I become governor, we're going to take this issue seriously, and we're taking back control of our border starting on day one.
Katie Hobbs, your opponent, refuses to debate you. Why do you think that is? She's also apparently threatening to sue Cochise County if the supervisors vote to hand count the midterm election ballots. What's wrong with the hand count?
Exactly. What is she afraid of? Is she afraid it won't match with the electronic voting machine? I mean, I've called her incompetent because she is. She's only showed up for work 19 days in the last 6 months. We are already a week or so into early voting, and we've already had a bunch of mistakes, including 6,000 of the wrong ballots sent out to voters. We had problems in the primary race as well. She is incompetent in her role as Secretary of State, and people are concerned about how this election is being run right now. I think she should have recused herself, to be honest. To have her in control of this election while she's running for governor is absolutely is shocking and appalling. And the voters are actually on to what she's pushing. She's voted when she was in the Senate against everything that would have secured our border, including a border wall, a virtual border wall. She was voting against parents having the right to choose what school their kids go to, and she's opposed to funding the student rather than the system. This is a person who her entire life as a bureaucrat and a politician has voted against the people of Arizona, and that's why we're winning. That's why she can't even draw a crowd of 10 or 15 people in these days leading up to this election.
Kari, Arizona took the step to put big shipping containers to cover up the holes in the border wall in Arizona. But now officials in Washington, D.C., the Biden administration, want those shipping containers removed because it is covering up the holes in the walls. Tell me about this. I find this stunning.
You know, it's just another example, Maria, where we're seeing that our federal government is siding with the cartels. They're siding with the traffickers. It's shocking. I support Governor Ducey in trying to fill these holes any way possible. I mean, obviously, I want to finish President Trump's wall, and we plan to do that when I'm governor. But in the short term, let's get something, a barrier of some sort, to cover these gaps where people are pouring in and where the drugs are pouring in. I'm glad the governor is fighting back. I continue to maintain that we will fight back every single day against Joe Biden and any Democrat lawfare attack on the people of Arizona as we try to secure our border.
Well, we're also seeing these spikes in crime, Kari. I mean, murder, attacks, burglary, all up across the country as a result of cashless bail. What's happening in Arizona? And what about the Godaways? Do they find Arizona as their first stop once they enter through Texas?
Oh, crime is way up. Murder is higher. The murder rates in Tucson, Arizona, are the highest they've ever been. The streets in some areas look like a zombie apocalypse with the homeless crisis that's being fueled by the fentanyl pouring across. We had to issue Narcan to an infant, 2 infants in the last month. in the Phoenix area. This is how bad the crisis is here in Phoenix. And it's all being fueled by a wide open border with people pouring across who we don't know who they are. 1 million Godaways have come through, a vast majority of them coming through the Tucson sector, which is a large swath of our border. And we've talked about this before, Maria. The Godaways are the ones who don't want to be processed. They're not looking for asylum. They're looking to sneak in because they have serious criminal records. And these are the people that Joe Biden is allowing in this country right now by doing nothing on the border except handing it over to the cartels. This is why the states have to take back their power, show that they are sovereign, and protect their people and take back control on the border. I plan to do it. I'm hoping Texas will join in and other like-minded states. I know Governor Youngkin said he will help out. Governor Kristi Noem will help out, and Governor DeSantis. It's going to take strong governors to save this country.
Kari, are you getting the support that you would expect from the Republican Party? I know that early in the season, Mitch McConnell said that it's 50-50, that the Republicans take the Senate, and he said it's partly because of bad candidates. You've been campaigning a lot with Blake Masters, who is running for Senate in Arizona. What are your thoughts on the support from the Republican Party to your campaign and the Senate contenders?
You know, I've been getting support, and we're going to actually transform and make the Republican Party better when we get in, because we're going to have the people with us. So I think Mitch McConnell needs to wake up and realize that the Republican Party is about we the people. It's not about political elites like Mitch in D.C. He's got to start representing the people. And we're going to actually strengthen this party, Maria. We have an amazing movement here in Arizona, and it's the people of Arizona stepping forward, realizing that they have to take their government back. And I think Mitch should actually embrace this. I am receiving some support from the RNC, the Arizona GOP, and the Republican Governors Association has stepped in to help out, running some ads that are helping me. And so I appreciate any help that I get. But the real support I'm getting is from the people.
Yeah, and I spoke with Kevin McCarthy yesterday. He said he's looking forward to working with you on border issues as well. Kari Lake, it's great to see you. We will be watching, and thanks very much for being here this morning.
Thank you, Maria.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.